Welcome back to the channel on this glorious sunny Saturday afternoon during Easter. I wish I was sitting in this car enjoying the open road, but I can't on two counts, and that is the state of the car, as you can see, and the fact that we're in lockdown. I hope you're all staying safe. This video is going to show the extent of the damage to the body, what jobs need to be done, and it's going to take some time, so please stay tuned. And if you've got any advice throughout the video, please comment. It's all appreciated. So enjoy. Right, I think we'll start off at the front of the car, move around the offside and round to the near side, so we take it in some sort of order. Right, at the front we can see here, and the bodywork is like this all over the place. It's been badly prepared. The finishing coat has gone from the glass fibre and it's just bare fibres showing through, so it hasn't been prepared properly, which I'll remedy at the last stage of body preparation. And if we look at the bottom there, I think that's the original grey. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it looks a factory to me. And you can see here where my things are, there's a lot of stress cracks there and there, and right on the near side edge it looks like there's some sort of crack that's been repaired, and that translates round the bottom there to the corner, so that needs to be rectified. And again, as you can see there's lots of stress cracks. As we move further round, you can see evidence of repair here. That's a very hard filler. I'm not sure what type it is, whether it's polyester or of some sort. If anyone's got any ideas, please let me know. And also around here on this arch, stretches right down here. So that's been reprofiled somehow, and if it's anything like the other side where it was filled with soft filler, this area has been ground out and actually filled with this stuff. Now right at the edge here there is an obvious repair, and someone suggested it might have had a replacement panel fitted. Well, I'm not 100% sure of that, because the front of the car looks original to me. Now there is another part over there, which I'll come to when I get around the other side, where there's also a split, or looks like it could have been a possible front end put on, but that side doesn't go all the way down the side of the car. This one, however, in the corner, if you have a look inside, you can see that it stretches down inside the engine compartment all along and finishes there. Now, I'm not sure what's happened here. If anyone's got any good ideas, please let me know. I'm finding this a little bit difficult to investigate, to be honest, and come up with a reasonable answer. Under here, it's also been, that was all filled with filler. I think you can see up there, not easy to see on out. Up here, that was filled with filler. It looks like it's been cut out and also ground here and filled. And there's a split here which has been glass fibred, not very well I might add, but that was also filled with a lot of filler, soft filler, and round here it's bad. Now also, whoops, Also, when I was driving the car, there was a big gap between the door and this sill here, which was absolutely crammed with filler. It's been reprofiled very heavily, and it still wasn't fitting right. I've actually measured this gap, and it's nearly a centimetre bigger than the opposite side, which looks standard. So all this has got to be rectified. This has got to be cut out and done properly, but I don't know how I'm going to do that yet, as this is my first attempt at such a project. So again, any advice of anyone would be greatly appreciated. Now, coming on to this sill, if we have a look underneath here, you can just see the amount of damage. I mean, this has been bodged with fiberglass, and it's been filled with a hell of a lot of filler. The edges along here, and again there's a cut here that's been filled, and also if you can see just here, it looks like another little section's been just bonded in, because that's way too thick. And look at that split there, there's another split there, and just look at that, it's such bad workmanship. And you can see inside the passenger driver compartment, and you can see that metal sheet there, that isn't the same as the passenger side, so that must have been removed at some point, and to facilitate the repair. And there's lots of additional glass fibre sheeting in there, especially around the lattice work, and all along there. All along. So whether it's impact damage, I don't know. More than likely it is, but ironically the driver's side door is the original one, and I would have expected some damage to that, but there isn't. Also, the bottom of the sill here, that looks as though it's been untouched and is the original and in original condition. So the sill here must have been caught badly to cause all this damage. Right, as we come to a part of the car that seems to have escaped relatively well. There's just a little bit of repair work here on the offside rear sill. So that's a bonus, I think. Right, we come on to the rear of the car now, and we've got some damage which I showed you earlier in an earlier video, and there's a lot of glass fibre there that's just been applied for some reason, because underneath it looks quite good. However, as we get underneath the car, you can see there's damage here, great big gouge, and especially up here. And if you go further along, you can see it's again there, and all along into the near side corner. Now, to me, that looks as though it's reversed into something that was very low, and it's just cracked it all. But also, if we look at the area where the number plate is between the lights, rear light clusters, again, it's been damaged and ground out. There's new glass fibre in there, And if we look inside the boot, the light clusters, there's quite thick fiberglass sheet there that's been applied. And again, if we go up to that side there, you can see quite a bit of extra glass fibre. The light clusters, as it happens, look okay, which I suppose is another small bonus. Boot lid along with the bonnet are probably the best panels on the car, although they're not without the defects. If you look very closely here, you can see there's lots of indentations where they've been very heavy-handed with the stripping of the paint, and it's all over, to be honest. But all in all, it's in not too bad a condition. The letter spacing, which has been noticed by quite a few people, is wrong. I can't see any evidence of the original holes being filled in, but it's certainly a distinct possibility. But those will be filled in and reverting back to the original spacing. Right, again, if you look on this rear offside quarter, you can see another split which goes all the way across to there and into the recess for the boot lid. Again, you can see evidence of pinning here to hold the two pieces into position. But if I zoom in a little bit, as you can see, it hasn't been done very well, and as you can see, there's a big step there. It's all been reprofiled and filled with not even glass fibre, it's just what's it, isopon filler, which is not particularly good, and that needs to be done properly as well. Going up again around the boot lid recess, where the boot lid support goes, that's been drilled twice, so that needs to be filled, and it feels a bit cracked to me as well, so that needs doing. And any other damage around here, well, all of this has been reprofiled. The edge there is quite bad, and it goes very, very thin there, so it's even been ground away. And up here, again, it's been reprofiled with more, well, just resin in this case by the look of it. And again, there's been damage around here. Alright, right, let's have a look at this rear wing. The back doesn't look too bad, although there's again some damage there. And then we come into an area that looks as though it's been heavily repaired and reprofiled. As you can see, there's some very dark, very uneven glass fibre repair there, and I think it's been ground out again, as on other parts of the car, filled with this very hard filler, and then it's got this brown layer which is also very hard and difficult to remove. But again, like I say, it's been reprofiled all the way down here, and down here. Now this side's had a new door fitted, so this side may have had an impact here, damaged the door, but again, ironically, I've used that a few times today. The sill is undamaged. and it's relatively in good condition. As you can see here, the area for the lock, the latch I suppose you call it, has been reprofiled, whereas on the opposite side, the more damaged sill area, if you can see it, that I believe is original. In the passenger side, where one of the seat fixings goes, it's pulled a hole through the fiberglass, so that's probably one of the easier repairs to do on the car. Also, the welded plate with the seat belt anchor has gone. It was held in place by a couple of plates which were bolted through, and it didn't seem very secure to me, so that's got to be redone as per the original. So now we come almost full circle around the car to the near side front wing area, and there's been some damage here, maybe part of the same damage that affected the back of the car. It's almost as though it's gone into something, and it scrapes along the whole side of the car, except for the bottom sill. So yeah, that's been repaired after a fashion, and again there's this hard filler, and if we go a bit further up here was the soft filler, but as you can see it's been ground. You can see the grinder marks there, and filled and reprofiled, and even to the top here where it's a big dent. Probably can't see it very well on camera, but certainly there. And then there's a split, which led me to believe there was some strange form of front section put on, but with all this with all this extra damage, that is extremely unlikely. And the fact that the front of the bonnet looks original. So again, all the way down here is quite bad. If you have a look inside the bonnet area, sorry, the engine bay area, it doesn't look too bad. This is the part that I originally painted before I decided to strip the rest of the paint off the car, and I'm glad I did. But I've stripped all this back to the glass fibre now, and some areas are very rough fiberglass. You can see there, I suppose from the heat of the engine, and especially down in the passenger footwell. So there we have it, a very sorry looking Lotus Elan body shell, which is going to take some time to get to the state it should be in. I hope you've liked the video. If you've got any suggestions or advice, they would be greatly appreciated. It's taken me, I would guess, about 250, 260 hours to get to this point, and there's, I'd guess, at least 1.5 times, if not double that time to go before it gets anywhere near paint. So please like and subscribe. There's got to be lots more to come. I may take a break from doing the body for a couple of weeks and concentrate on some of the mechanical stuff, but I don't know. I must admit I've got the bit between my teeth with this body now. So, as I say, there'll be more to come very soon, so please subscribe and keep looking in. Thank you.